Hey, it's Andy with IT Supplies. Pretty soon you won't be able to buy an Epson P6000, P7000, P8000, or P9000 printer as Epson moves to their newest printer models, the P6570, P7570, P8570, and P9570. Today, we're going to help you make a decision on the best printer to buy when it comes time to replace your older Epson P-Series printer with a new one. Okay, let's get into it. We're going to take these one by one, case by case. If you have an Epson P9000 or Stylus Pro 9900, then at one point you made a decision to choose the very highest quality and largest gamut printer at the time of your purchase. Maybe you've been using it for proofing, where it reached 99% of Pantone. Or maybe you're printing ultra bright, vibrant photo work. If you used your P9000 for proofing, you probably purchased the commercial edition with the violet ink, and if you're using it for photo work, you probably bought the standard edition that swapped the violet ink for a light black ink. If you fall into either of those camps, then you'll be looking to upgrade to the Epson SureColor P9570. The P9570 now has 12 colors, so you no longer have to choose between violet ink and an additional gray ink. You get both. This helps to reach a gamut that's 6% larger than the already massive P9000 range. If you use the P9000 with the SpectroProofer inline spectrophotometer, then you'll be glad to know that the P9570 uses the exact same device. In terms of print speeds, the P9570 is 3 times faster than the P9000 in almost every comparable print mode. If you have a P9000 now, then speed probably isn't your top priority, but you'll definitely appreciate how much faster the P9570 is. Beyond the gamut and the speed, you'll also notice a lot of other nice upgrades, including a new 4.3-inch touchscreen display, an improved catch basket, and a sealed roll media cover to keep out dust. If you have a 44-inch P9000 or a Stylus Pro 9900, then the 44-inch P9570 is likely your best choice when it comes time for a new printer. What if you have the 24-inch version now, the P7000 or the Stylus Pro 7900? In that case, you would look to upgrade to the 24-inch P7570. Everything we just shared about the 44-inch version translates to the 24-inch versions. Now let's say you have a 44-inch SureColor P8000 or a Stylus Pro 9890. These are 8-color printers that shared the same footprint and body as the P9000 and Stylus Pro 9900. They had the same print speeds and the same ink costs. There was really very little that was different between the P9000 and the P8000, besides having a smaller gamut due to 3 fewer inks and having a lower purchase price for the printer. If you have one of these 8-color printers and it's time to replace it with a new model, you'll soon realize that Epson no longer offers an 8-color printer. Instead, they offer a 6-color printer, the P8570, or a 12-color printer, which we just discussed, the P9570. You'll have to make a choice of which direction to go, and right now I want to help you with some more information to make that choice. First, if you like the way that your P8000 or Stylus Pro 9890 operates, then I would look at the P9570. The P9570 shares a very similar body style. It still uses spindleless media caps, you still feed the paper until it beeps, and the cut sheet loading procedure will be very similar. The P9570 will look and feel very familiar to a P8000 user. When moving to the 6-color P8570, Epson has made some significant changes to the printer. Most of these changes are geared towards increased productivity, and I think they're amazing improvements if productivity is a concern for you. But if you're looking for the printer to feel familiar, the P9570 is the way to go. It will give you all of the increased speed and quality benefits that we discussed while operating very much like the printer that you know and love. Now, if you're willing to learn a new platform and you're willing to compromise a little bit on color gamut and levels of gradation, then we should look at the P8570. The P8570 is going to have a gamut that is about 15% smaller than the P8000, with most of that coming from a decrease in highlight green and cyan areas of the range. If you're willing to make that trade-off, then let's run through all of the other amazing benefits. The P8570 has a dual roll system so that you can load 2 rolls of paper or use one of the rolls as a take-up reel. The P8570 uses a spindle-based system that automatically loads the paper up into the printer. The P8570 is about 25% smaller than the P8000 with a unibody space-saving design that can now be fully operated from the front. It has a new retractable catch basket that is elevated completely off the ground. If you print borderless, you'll appreciate a new system that funnels the ink that is oversprayed down into a maintenance tank rather than onto pads that have to be replaced. And finally, the P8570 is using about 40% less ink than the P8000 in our testing. If productivity and ink costs are a concern for you, then you should consider trading out the P8000 for a P8570. And if you really want to bring your ink costs down, then you would look to move to the DL version of the P8570. The P8570 DL uses 1.6 liter bags of ink that are about 20% less expensive per milliliter than the inks for the P8000. When you stack the 40% less ink usage with the 20% ink cost savings, you'll be spending much less money to do the same amount of printing. If you currently have the 24-inch version, the P6000 or the Stylus Pro 7890, and all of these productivity improvements sound appealing, then you would be looking to replace your printer with a P6570. The P6570 has a few different versions to choose from, including a single roll model. To see a full comparison of the different P6570 models, make sure to check out our YouTube video called Epson SureColor P6570 and P8570 family of printers. I hope this video has been helpful for our current Epson P6000, P7000, P8000, and P9000 customers. You guys are the lifeblood of IT supplies and some of our best longtime customers. We want to make sure that we take great care to help you choose the best printer for your needs when it comes time for replacement. Please reach out to us with questions by giving us a call or at itsupplies.com. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you've enjoyed it, please like the video and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Thanks.